Mr. Pambo, the question that arises for me out of what Chief Justice Mogoeng Mogoeng said is, at the moment, in his version, the Chief Justice I'm talking about, at the moment at which he had this conversation with Pravin Gordhan, a decision had already been made. This in regard to the two candidates who would be going to the Supreme Court of Appeal, and that Dhaya Pillay had been unsuccessful. How then would Pravin Gordhan have been in a position to influence the Chief Justice on a matter that had already been decided?
Well, I think we must bear in mind that, or rather, let's now consider what the Chief Justice says. We had just briefed the spokesperson to then, put this into the public. But let's take the position that you're putting to say that this was already in the public domain. It is clear that it was not born in Pravin Gordhan's mind that this was the case. His inquiry into the process and the outcome of the interviews was itself an act of trying to influence the Chief Justice, because had he known that this is already, or rather that the horse is bolted, he wouldn't have asked that question because it's in the public domain. It was in the public domain, but not in the mind of Pravin Gordhan. Because Pravin Gordhan's action is very clear. He doesn't say, how did Judge Pillay do or perform in the interview.
Yes.
He says simply he says to him, how did my friends, I think the operative, word there, are my friend, which are important in inducing, a particular outcome.
News.
Experts.
Analysis.
Where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive home with John Perlman
On 702.